Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Atlantic Collegiate Baseball League action here on the LI Sports Network. Ready to bring you this game. I am Dylan Flynn. Today for you, we have the Atlantic Whitecaps taking on the New York Phenoms for the first and second time this season. Doubleheader action on Saturday night. Starting on the mound for the Atlantic Whitecaps, it's going to be James Trink. Now, the last time we saw Trink was a week ago out at Lasorda Legacy Complex as the Atlantic Whitecaps took on the New York Crush. James Trink came in relief and pitched 6 1/3 innings, striking out 15 batters. A very impressive mark set by the young left-hander. And he gets the nod today on the bump. And he'll look to take on the Phenoms. Leading off for the Phenoms is going to be the center fielder, number 33, Devin Kodali. The defensive alignment for the Atlantic Whitecaps is going to be from left to right in the outfield, Ryan Brewer, Jordan Rios, and Idris Carter. Left to right in the infield, Jared Donnelly, Chris Ewing, Joe Pellegrino, John Alonzo. Doing the catching is Chris Leone. And as Devin Kodali steps in, James Trink is set. First pitch is delivered as a ball, and we are underway here from Eisenhower Park in Hempstead, New York. Very windy, overcast, and chilly day for June. Something very uncharacteristic of the summer month. We've had a very nice streak of warm, comfortable weather, but today it's just been nothing but a blustery mess as Trink quickly falls behind Kodali 3-0. Devin Kodali playing in his first game here so far in the ACBL for the Phenoms. He's going to be off to Vanderbilt University in the fall. And Trink misses on 4 straight. Kodali is on with a walk. Between innings. Just hold it. You can. If not, I don't know why I handed it to you. Trink comes back with a strike. The walk, very uncharacteristic of what we saw back at Lasorda Legacy a week ago. He filled up the strike zone, having those crush hitters just straight guessing. Trink comes with the 0-1. This pitch is lofted out into left field. Ryan Brewer drifting back towards the wall, makes the catch, battling the high winds. It's going to be tough for these outfielders and infielders. Anything put in the air that has to be caught is going to be a challenge. They're going to have to stay with it the whole way, keep the feet moving, and you're really never going to be able to settle on a ball until it is in your glove. But after that flyout of Philip Bernstein, the third baseman, that now brings up to the plate the left fielder, Christopher Klein. First pitch is a breaking ball that gets past Leone, but Kodali hesitated at first base, and he's not going to be able to advance. A break there for the Whitecaps. Keeps the runner out of scoring position. Check over at Kodali. He walks back in safely. Klein, a .263 hitter. He's playing in his 7th game so far this season. Has 7 RBIs and 4 walks. A good 3-hitter to have. Nice run production. As this is grounded over the head of John Alonzo. Took a weird hop into right field. That's going to allow Kodali to go to third base as Idris Carter fields, fires back into the infield, and the Phenoms are set up first and third on a very strange hop. But that's what you get with a lot of these public park fields. Bounces just are not consistent. It's just not like what you see at Lasorda Legacy on the turf. If we're playing there, that's an easy 3 unassisted for John Alonzo down there, but that ball took a bound that was about 7-8 feet up into the air, and even though Alonzo had a leaping try, it had just too much steam and too much height. So it's a single in the most unlikely fashion for the 3-hitter Christopher Klein, and now Joseph Kokoza, the cleanup hitter, will step in. Trink checks over to Klein. He's in there safely. Klein now in a little bit of a jam. Going to have to try and work out of this. Double play ball away. Kokoza hitting .333, much better average. He has 6 walks, no RBIs yet. Prime spot for him to get his first, but he's down 0-2 in the count early. Doesn't take a hit. A fly ball, but especially in this wind, it's going to be a challenge to record the out. Next pitch is called strike 3 on the outside corner. James Trink back on the strikeout sheet with his first of the game, and a big one at that. He's now 1 out away from working out of this first and third jam. Trink deals breaking ball, swung on and lifted into center field. Jordan Rios comes charging on, not going to get there, and it's on the dive. It's going to get past him. Klein getting the wave around. Here comes the throw into second base. There's going to be no play at the plate. It is a 2-run double for Pepe Villamil. And the Phenoms get on the board first. It's 2-0. Tough play out there for Jordan Rios. Might have been battling the swirling wind. May have just taken the ball away from him. Couldn't quite get there, and he tumbled past the ball, allowing Klein to get the wave around from third. Good, hard, aggressive base running there by Klein. Not just taking it for granted and getting that extra base. The Phenoms have done what the Crush couldn't. They've gotten to Trink here early. Now Trink really going to have to try to hold it down. Count 2-0 to Warner Young, second baseman for this Phenom squad. Young hitting .182 so far in this season. RBI, 2 walks. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Count 2-1. Something we haven't seen a lot of these Whitecaps pitchers is runs allowed. They've done a pretty good job of holding other teams to little to no runs, really giving the Whitecap offense a chance to get out in front and cause some damage and take big leads to allow the pitchers to pitch even more comfortably. But it's going to be an uphill battle here early in this shortened 7-inning game for the Whitecaps. The 2-1 is cut on and missed. Oh, excuse me, 2-2 is cut on and missed for the second strikeout of the inning, and that will do it for the top of the first. Phenoms get 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave 1 runner stranded, and at the end of a half inning, it is the Phenoms 2 and the Whitecaps coming to bat right here on the LI Sports Network. We are about ready to start the bottom of the first. On the mound, For the Phenoms, it's going to be Mateo Ragusa. Ragusa, a junior. Sunni Cortland pitched in 2 games of 1 2/3 innings, a strikeout, 16.20 ERA. Going to look to hold this lead here against the Whitecaps, 2-0 Phenoms. Behind Ragusa, from left to right, in the outfield, it's Klein, Kodali, Vitucci. Left to right in the infield, it's Bernstein, Kokoza, Young, Villamil. And behind the plate, it is DeLuca doing the catching. Michael DeLuca. Ragusa deals first pitch, line down the left field line by Jordan Rios. It's going to one-hop up against the wall. Played out there by Klein. Rios is going to dig into second base with a first pitch stand-up double. Jordan Rios picking up right where he left off last Saturday out in Glen Cove. The Whitecaps off to a phenomenal start with a runner in scoring position on the first pitch. This brings up Nolan Naraki now. He's the DH today. Naraki had a nice game last game out at Lasorda Legacy. Just his second game so far in this ACBL season. He takes up and in. Naraki had a nice first showing. He went 3 for 6. A couple singles and a double. The 2-0 is a breaking ball that gets past the catcher DeLuca. It's going to allow Rios to get down to third base. And now the Whitecaps have their first run just 90 feet away from home. .3-0 to Naraki. Is low in the dirt. Rios won't advance. Ball did not get far enough away. So first 2 batters are on. That's going to bring up 3-hitter Idris Carter. It's going to bring us to one of the keys for the game today with the wind swirling, and it's really blowing out towards the outfield fences. The Whitecaps have slugged 5 home runs in their last 3 games. 3 at Glen Cove last Saturday and 2 at Baseball Heaven. One of them coming from this man, Idris Carter, who swings and misses as Naraki takes off for second base. It's going to be knocked down by the shortstop out there, Kokoza. But with that stolen base, it's now second and third, nobody out for the Whitecaps. Carter was 3 for 4 last game. He had 3 stolen bases, 3 runs, and the home run as I touched on before. And the other home run came off the bat of Ryan Brewer. We also saw a home run from the Sandhogs last game. So the check swing was ruled a swing. Carter now down 0-2. But it's been a little bit of a home run derby showing the last couple games. The last 2 on last Saturday could have been because of the dimensions. Glen Cove Field does play a little shorter, higher fence, but still very short field. And Eisenhower here is not the deepest of parks either, and with the wind assistance blowing out, I would not be surprised to see a couple more home runs possibly get slugged here. Especially with these hitters now finding their stride and really getting back into their groove after their collegiate seasons. The Whitecaps are going to come back from this. It's going to be the middle of the order that's going to have to carry them. The middle of the order did a lot of the damage last time, 2 through 5. Carter in the 3-hole is just that as he swings and misses there for out number 1. Big strikeout there for Ragusa. That'll bring up Joe Pellegrino. Pellegrino has a home run this season. That came last Saturday. Swings and misses at the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Pellegrino getting that nod in the 4-hole, despite just a 154 batting average, as there's a called strike 2. Pete Blumenauer exuding a lot of confidence in the veteran infielder from Adelphi. Has a home run and 1 RBI, but A solid bat to have in that lineup, makes good contact. So let's see if we can put something in play and chip away at this lead here. There's a breaking ball that misses just off the plate. DeLuca wanting that call back behind the plate, wouldn't get it from the home plate umpire. Next pitch is swung on and missed. DeLuca makes the tag, and Ragusa has back-to-back strikeouts. So there are 2 away now for Ryan Brewer, who had a home run last game. He was 2 for 4, 3 RBIs. A big showing in the blowout victory for the Whitecaps. He's going to look to pick up his teammates right here and knock these runs in. First pitch to Brewer is swung on and missed. Really needed to put the ball in play here, have the Whitecaps. Now with 2 outs, it's going to take a hit to score these runs. Makes it all that much tougher on these hitters coming up now, and Ragusa misses a fastball up high. But you get the chance, second and third, your first 2 hitters get on and get right in scoring position, and your 3 and 4 hitters come up and just, they can't put the ball in play. That's just a recipe for disaster. As that pitch misses upstairs, count 2-1. On the windy day here, it's really tough for people to be outside and make these plays. Everyone's kind of a little stiffer, not as loose as you would be in the warm weather. You want to put the pressure on the defense and really try to make them make the play. Because you never know what's going to happen, which way the wind could push the balls. This pitch is swung on and missed by Brewer, and the count is even at 2. Ragusa 1 strike away from getting out of this second and third no-outs jam. Looking to strike out the side here. The 2-2 foul tipped back. DeLuca couldn't hold on, so we'll do it again. Brewer hitting .250 so far this season. Also has 4 walks to his credit. Next pitch is popped up foul right behind us here. That'll land on the concrete concourse. Not the greatest thing for the baseballs, gives them a little scuff. Errant baseball out in left field. Phenoms retrieve it, throw it in. And we're ready to get set underway here. Next pitch to Brewer, breaking ball misses outside, so the count is full. On deck is Jared Donnelly. The payoff pitch to Brewer swung on and fouled into the cage up top. Next pitch from Ragusa. Fastball misses upstairs. Walk for Brewer. That loads the bases and gets Jared Donnelly up to the plate. Donnelly hitting .231 so far this season, but he does have 3 RBIs in the 4 games that he has played. He does come up with very timely clutch hitting. We've seen it here in Eisenhower 2 weeks ago in the inaugural broadcast that we did. As Whitecaps took on the Sandhogs, he takes ball 1 high. Game against the Crush that was so evenly matched very early, a pitching duel. Donnelly had a big RBI single to get the scoring going. comes the 2-0. That misses outside, 3-0. Can't imagine he has the green light here, down 2-0 early. And 2 outs, want to take, try to get this run in. Is taking, and there is a strike. See if Pete Blumenauer trusts his hitter to pick out a nice pitch here and try to drive something into a gap and score 2 or 3 runs here. 3-1, swung on and missed. The count is full. So with 3-2, 2 outs, that will release the runners. Anything that does get into the gap will score 3, with Ryan Brewer running from first base. Here comes the payoff pitch, swung on and missed. Ragusa strikes out the side, works around a double and 2 walks, and is able to strand the bases loaded. The Whitecaps, who had a very opportunistic start to the inning, cannot push across a run. They trail 2-0 after 1 full inning here on the LI Sports Network. So you're about to start the second inning. Michael DeLuca set to lead it off for the Phenoms. Folks, I'd like to remind you, if you are not following us on our social media accounts, it is LI Sports Network, or at LI Sports Network, on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook, for all exclusive content that can only be seen on our social media pages, highlight content, and various other posts and videos that we create post-game and during the off days. So keep an eye out for that at LI Sports Network. James Trink back out. DeLuca grounds a ball over to third. Donnelly Fields can't get DeLuca at first base. Alonso couldn't scoop it out. The Phenoms once again have the leadoff runner on. First pitch to Ulysses Luciano is down low. Next pitch from Trink is cut on and missed. Count 1-1. Next pitch misses upstairs. Count 2-1. Taking a look at the standings right now in the Kaiser division of the ACBL. The Whitecaps lead it at 6-1. They've won 4 in a row. That pitch is a called strike. The Phenoms sit down towards the bottom in 6th place out of 8 teams at 2-4. The break even from Trink, breaking ball in the dirt. Nice block there by Chris Leone. Keep it in front of him and keep DeLuca at first base. Next pitch to Luciano, just misses. And the first two runners reach for the Phenoms. Trink working himself into yet another little bit of a jam. That'll bring up the 9-hitter, right fielder John Vitucci. Vitucci hitting .222 so far for the Phenoms in 4 games. He has 4 RBIs and 5 walks. He's also stolen 2 bags so far this year. He squares around a bunt. Offers. There's a throw down by Leone to first base. Alonso can't get the tag on Luciano. He's playing behind him. But a called strike on the attempt. Next pitch from Trink. Another square around. Breaking ball misses upstairs. 1-1. This is the job of Vitucci as the 9-hitter. You got to get on for the top of the lineup, but you also got to set up the top of the lineup. You got to sacrifice your bat, put a bunt down, get runners in scoring position. He squares around again and gets down a beautiful sacrifice bunt. Trink fields, fires over to first base. The out is recorded. Bang, bang play over there. Trink hopped off the mound, called off Donnelly, and was able to throw over to get the out. So it's now second and third, 1 out for the top of the order, and David Kodali, who walked on 4 pitches his first time up. Kodali would eventually come around to score on a Pepe Villamil double in the center. This first pitch is a strike at the knees. Next pitch to Kodali, misses up and away. Comes the 1-1. Breaking ball misses. 2-1. Two-one from Trink is swung on and fouled right back into the cage. So the count 2-2. One away here in the top of the second. Phenoms lead the Whitecaps 2-0 here at Eisenhower Park on a windy and cold Saturday evening in June. As that pitch just misses downstairs below the knees. That's going to run the count full. Next pitch from Trink, swung on, jam shot, foul, lands just in front of Alonso, foul ball. Next pitch from Trink, misses downstairs, so that'll be second at bat, second plate appearance, second walk in as many innings for Kodali, and the bases are now loaded for Bernstein. Pete Blumenauer wants to have a word with his left-hander. Bernstein in 6 games is hitting .522. He scored 6 runs, has 5 RBIs, has walked 4 times, and has stolen 2 bases. One of the top average leaders so far this season for the New York Phenoms. definitely the hits leader. Next closest is Pepe Villamil with 8. He's hitting .615, another very high, impressive mark. So the left-hander digs in. The first pitch from Trink misses up and in. Bernstein flew out to left field his first time up. Ryan Brewer made a tough catch against the wind, trying to fight for possession of the ball. Here comes the next pitch. This is swung on out to right field. There's Idris Carter. He comes in. Runner tags from third. Here comes the throw from Carter. Alonso cuts it off. Runner's going to tag up from second and third. So a run scores, and it is now 2 away. First and third, and a 3-0 lead for the Phenoms. That'll bring back up Christopher Klein. He singled over the head of John Alonso, but it took a hop first before it got to Alonso. A very unbelievable hop at that. But a single nonetheless. Never touched Alonso. He never really had a chance. He blinked and it was over his head. Trink is quickly behind him here, 2-0. Definitely day and night performances so far for the left-hander James Trink. He was unhittable a week ago. Now struggling with his command as there's a pickoff attempt over to first base. Kodali able to scoot back in. Trink hoping to steal an out there. The 2-0 pitch misses up and in, 3-0. From Trink misses inside, right in on the belt to Klein. So there's another free pass allowed by the Whitecap left-hander. That'll load the bases back up with 2 outs for Joseph Kokoza. Kokoza, a strikeout victim his last time up. Takes that pitch for a called strike. Trink still trying to just limit the damage to just 1 run here and get out of this bases loaded jam. There are 2 away. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Trink quickly ahead 0-2. Next pitch misses upstairs, count 1-2 now. Breaking ball swung on and fouled away. Kokoza staying alive. That cleanup roll today for the Phenoms. Trying to do some cleanup work here in the top of the second. The base is juiced. The 2-strike pitch is swung on and fouled away. Kokoza staying alive. Next pitch from Trink is fouled right back here. Luckily not in the path of our camera. Could have been a very unfortunate event had it been just a little bit higher, but we're safe for now. The next pitch from Trink swung on and missed. James Trink able to limit the damage to just 1 run and escape the bases loaded jam with his second strikeout of Joseph Kokoza. But the Phenoms do get a run on No hits, couple walks, 3 runners left on. Some good baseball there by the Phenoms in the top of the second. After 1.5, it is 3-0 New York Phenoms right here on the LI Sports Network. With the Whitecaps down 3-0, they will send Chris Leone to the box to start the bottom of the second. Chris batting an even 200 so far this season. He scored and walked 3 times each. First pitch to Leone is taken for a called strike. Ragusa had those 3 big strikeouts of Carter, Pellegrino, and Donnelly to stave off runs for the Whitecaps as that pitch bounces. Catches the umpire in the chest protector, so DeLuca will take a ball and trot on out there and talk to his pitcher, give the home plate umpire some time to recover. A little courtesy of not being able to corral that pitch. Hey Cheryl, if everybody's okay, we are ready to get back underway. The 1-1 to Leone misses inside, 2-1. Next pitch bounces, count 3-1. And there's a walk for Chris Leone on 5 pitches, something that he's done pretty well so far this year. Being able to recognize the strike zone. So the Whitecaps once again have the leadoff hitter on. That'll bring up John Alonso, the first baseman tonight. Alonso hitting just 125. This is 6th game so far in the ACBL. First pitch to Alonso is swung on and fouled away. Something to watch for is the aggressiveness of Chris Leone down there at first base. A catcher that does like to run, not something you commonly see out of catchers, is their 1, ability to run, and 2, willingness to run. The position takes a heavy toll on the legs and knees of the players, but Leone, a very young athletic player and somebody that can really get into scoring position with his speed and make stuff happen, created a run the other night, stealing a couple bases. This count is quickly 0-2 to Alonso. There goes Leone as Alonso fights that one off to stay alive. Count remaining 0-2. Aggression is the name of the game for the Whitecaps. They get out in front on hitters counts and use their legs on the bases, and they have been a very dangerous team. As there's a move over to first base, Leone able to maneuver his way back into the base. He got caught leaning a little bit, But a nice nifty slide there by the Whitecap catcher gets him safely back into first base. Another check on of Leone. Dives back in safely again. Really raring to go over there, wanting to get a really good jump. The quick delivery of Ragusa on the mound and the good arm of DeLuca behind the plate. Ragusa's velocity also kind of helps out the running game. Alonso fouls yet another pitch. Another check on Leone. Once again, dives back in safely, getting his uniform plenty dirty over there. There goes Leone. Alonso, soft grounder over to short. Field fire, nice pick over there. Kokoza to Villamil. Villamil able to dig it out for out number one of Alonso, 6-3. Slow roller, not a lot of time there for Kokoza to get it out. Did a nice job of composing himself and making sure he didn't deliver it high, rather low, letting his first baseman use his hands over there and that big glove to scoop it up off the ground and get out number one. But a nice play there by Leone to take off and avoid the double play. It would have been tough to turn, but definitely possible. As Leone takes off again, there's a throw down to third base, and Leone's in there. Something that we're becoming accustomed to. Chris Leone likes to steal bases and also throw out would-be base stealers. Not afraid to get that jump, be aggressive, and take the extra 90 feet. He's now just 90 feet away from scoring first run for the Whitecaps with Chris Ewing at the plate, as the count is now 2-0 to the Whitecap shortstop. Next pitch to Ewing. Called strike on the outside corner. See if Ewing can put the ball in play, something that 3, 4, 5, and 6 were not able to do for the Whitecaps after they had the first two hitters on. Is there strike three? I was mistaken. The count was 1-2 there to Ewing. We're back to top of the order now. Fourth strikeout of the game for Mateo Ragusa. Here's Rios back up. He swings and misses through a breaking ball. Rios doubled out to deep left field. One hop up off the wall last time to lead off the game on the first pitch. As he swings and misses through another breaking ball, a wave. He's been a great leadoff hitter for the Whitecaps. Had a nice on-base streak going last week. Popped a walk-off grand slam at Glen Cove. I've touched on a couple times. But Ragusa is able here to throw him 3 breaking balls and retire him to end the inning. Mateo Ragusa, 5 strikeouts in 2 innings and has not allowed a run after allowing the leadoff hitter to get on base both times, stranding them at third. Very nice job by the New York Phenom right-hander. And after 2 innings here at Eisenhower Park, it's 3-0 New York Phenoms on the LI Sports Network. We're ready to start the top of the third. James Trink back out to work. He's allowed 3 runs in 2 innings, but he has done a nice job of keeping the Whitecaps in the game, as this ball was fouled right above us, came and landed down on the cage. A little bit of a scary moment for us there here behind home plate. The hitter for the Phenoms is Pepe Villamil. As I touched on before, he's hitting .615. He has 2 doubles, 3 now with the one he has today. 6 RBIs with the 2 he had in the first inning. He's down to the count 0-2, but a big double there for Villamil. They had 2 outs and runners first and third, and he was able to cash in a big opportunity in what would have allowed Trink to escape unscathed. But the Phenoms took advantage in that first inning. And they've put up a nice lead here. Mateo Ragusa has done the rest early. Next pitch from Trink. Is up and away, so the count is 1-2. Comes the 5th pitch from the left-hander. Line base hit in the left field between short and third. Villamil on for the second time with his second hit. Single and a double for the first baseman of the Phenoms halfway to the cycle. It's going to be tough to get a triple here with these short dimensions, but anything's possible in the game of baseball. That'll bring up now Warner Young, second baseman for the Phenoms. He struck out his last time. Trink able to escape the first inning with the strikeout of Young. He takes strike 1 on the outside corner there. Next pitch, Young is cut on and missed. Oh, 2, Villamil not going is a wave and a miss. Trink gets Young again on strikes for out number 1. Trink's 4th strikeout of the game. That'll bring up Michael DeLuca. DeLuca reached on an E5 back in the second inning, eventually came around to score after a couple walks and some small ball by the Phenoms. Refreshing sight to see, a bunt and a sacrifice fly. The 1-0 to DeLuca, swung on and missed. The lights have come on here at Eisenhower. Very different from Lasorda Legacy. Lasorda Legacy will wait till the last minute to put those lights on. Play in almost every bit of daylight as this is one hopped over to third base. It's going to get past Donnelly. Brewer fields and fires quickly, holding Villamil over at second base. It's a single for Michael DeLuca, and the Phenoms are now set up first and second with 1 out. It's a tough play down there for Donnelly. That ball hits so hard, all he can do is just stab and hope. And unfortunately, that time it didn't come up in his favor. And now with the Ulysses Luciano stepping back up to the plate, the Phenoms are threatening. Luciano takes a first pitch breaking ball strike. He walked his last time up, but was left stranded. Trink worked out of bases loaded back in the second inning. Another breaking ball grounded up the middle. Let's see if they can turn 2. Pellegrino steps on the bag, throws over to first. Nice scoop by Alonso. Double play to get out of the inning. Big ground ball there from double play, and the Whitecap defense does come through to escape the jam. So James Trink able to work around the 2 singles and get out of the inning unscathed, keeping this at a 3-0 game. Whitecap's going to try to answer back as they will send up 2, 3, and 4 in their order in the bottom of the third right here on the LA Sports Network. Mateo Ragusa back out for his third inning of work. He's going to face 2-3-4 in the Whitecap order, starting with Nolan Naraki. Naraki walked and stole second base his last time up in the first inning. He's 3 for 6 so far in just his second game in the ACBL. Coming off of a high school, Catholic League high school state championship with the Chaminade Flyers out in Mineola. So congratulations to Chaminade and to Nolan on a great season. As successful as you can get at the high school level. And we wish him all the best as he moves on to college, where he'll be attending Michigan University and playing baseball for them there. Naraki quickly ahead 2-0. 4-game win streak on the line here for the Whitecaps, looking to also stave off the Collegians, who are hot on their tail for first place. Collegians their only loss so far this year. And a blowout victory back in the third game of the season over at Adelphi. Naraki takes upstairs, count 3-1. Next pitch is a called strike at the knees. Count full, 3-2. Oh, I got fooled. Instead, it's a walk to Naraki, and he's on for the second time today. Check over of Naraki. Dive back in safely. Idris Carter now back up to the plate. That fastball misses outside. Couldn't be handled cleanly by DeLuca, but did not get far enough away for Naraki to advance. Another check over. Carter batting .250. He has 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. He's walked 5 times. A nice season so far for Idris Carter. That's going to be up a little bit as the stats from last game have not been input. There goes Naraki again. He's going to have another stolen base. 2 walks, 2 stolen bases for Nolan Naraki. He's definitely leaving his mark on this game early here, wreaking havoc on the base paths. May get a chance to see him out in the field defensively at shortstop in game 2. We'll see what Pete Blumenauer decides to do defensively in the back end of this doubleheader. Next pitch to Carter. Fastball on the outside corner, swung on and missed. Count even at 1. Next pitch to Carter is flown out to left field. Back goes Klein at the track, at the wall. She's gone. 2 games, 2 home runs for Idris Carter. The Whitecaps chip away. It's now a 3-2 ball game after the long fly ball leaves the yard for the right fielder. And that's just what the Whitecaps needed, taking advantage of the leadoff hitter getting on in the middle of the order, coming through. First pitch to Joe Pellegrino is cut on and fouled back. Touched on it earlier. Wind playing a little bit of a factor here, but Carter not needing much help, as he got all of that one and sent it into the field beyond left field here at Eisenhower Park. Whitecaps now right back in it, never really out of any game. The offensive prowess that they possess. Pellegrino swings and misses through that high fastball. Very capable hitters. Any one of them really capable of knocking it out of the park. So next pitch to Pellegrino is a called strike 3 down at the knees. Nice spot there from Ragusa to bounce back from the home run. That's his sixth strikeout of the game, and there's one away here in the bottom of the third. It's a nice bounce back at bat there from Idris Carter after he struck out his first time with runners in scoring position. Able to capitalize with Naraki on base. A nice pop from the Stony Brook outfielder. I'm sure they're very excited to see him having the success he's having here in the ACBL so far. That pitch to Ryan Brewer is fouled back. The next pitch catches the corner for strike 2. Brewer behind 1-2 now. Breaking ball misses downstairs. Ragusa trying to play off that outside fastball. Get Brewer to think that it's going to be same spot, same pitch. Falls off the table at the last minute. Very nice job by the left fielder to lay off that. There's a fastball that just misses off the outside corner. Ragusa trying to push the envelope on that one. Couldn't get the call, and Brewer is able to run the count full. The payoff, swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Ragusa. He's bounced back nicely after the home run, retiring the next 2 batters on strikes. There are 2 away, and Jared Donnelly will step to the plate. Donnelly coming into this game, he's played in 4 games. He's hitting .231. There's 3 RBIs, most of them coming in very timely spots. Be very timely if he could pop one over the fence and tie this game up. But Ragusa wasting no time, getting ahead 2 strikes. It's a tougher game, 7 innings, not as much time to operate. Got to try to take back as much as you can. That pitch misses downstairs. When you can, the Whitecaps did a nice job this inning so far, capitalizing upon the opportunities that they've been given, making this a 1-run game. You hope James Trink is starting to find that groove after having that clean inning. Last inning, not allowing the run. Hope that he can come back out here and hold these Phenoms at where the game is, and allow the Whitecaps to try to battle back. Full count pitch is swung on and fouled. Stuck in the screen up top fencing. You see that every now and again. There's a couple of baseballs up there. It's a rare phenomenon, but then again, when doesn't baseball hold something special? Next pitch to Donnelly is fouled away again, this time onto the field behind us. Donnelly staying alive, looking for a pitch that he can drive, put in play. Or like that, take outside for a walk. Donnelly able to pass the baton. Now bring back up Chris Leone. Leone walked and stole a bag his last time up. Trying once again to wreak some havoc on the bases. Now he needs to wreak some havoc with the bat, as that pitch is swung on and missed. Got to try to keep this inning alive for the Whitecaps, keep the rally going. See if they can pull even or take a lead. His next pitch misses outside, 1-1. Next pitch to Leone is fouled right back here. It's no easy business standing right here behind home plate. Foul ball's coming rocketing right back at you. So that pitch misses outside, 2-2. The break even to Leone. Foul tipped right back here again. Chris Leone giving us no breaks. Back here behind the chain link. Luckily the cameras are holding up strong through it all. Next pitch to Leone. Breaking ball misses outside, just cut off the plate. That's going to run the count full, and it's going to release Donnelly from first. Donnelly going to look to get a good jump, try to possibly score on something that splits the outfielders, but he's not going to have the chance as that pitch misses outside. Chris Leone working another walk. Great at bat there from the Whitecap catcher. It's now first and second, that bringing John Alonso back up to the plate. He looks to get a base hit and even this game up with a runner in scoring position, but first, head coach Matt Santamaro of the New York Phenoms wants to call time and have a word with his right-hander. So after the meeting breaks up on the mound, Ragusa comes back and deals a strike one to Whitecap first baseman John Alonso, who grounded out to short on a nice pick by Pepe Villamil over at first base. A low throw by the shortstop Kokoza. Alonso hoping for a little bit better fortune this time up in this trip to the plate. First and second for the Whitecaps. Both runners take off as this pitch is swung on and fouled away by Alonso. Pete Blumenauer possibly trying to put a little hit and run play on, get the defense moving and have the runners in motion, cause a little confusion, show some aggression on the base paths from his runners. Comes the next pitch to Alonso, breaking ball as a giant gust of wind comes through, sending a little dirt tornado up the third baseline towards head coach Pete Blumenauer. He ducks under it. But the count is now even 2-2. The runners go again, but Ragusa gets Alonso swinging to strike out the side and work through the home run and 3 walks that he delivered, assessed. And after 3 full innings here at Eisenhower Park, the Whitecaps have answered back It's 3-2 here on the LI Sports Network. It is going to be James Trink back out on the mound for his fourth inning of work. He's going to face 9-1-2 in the Phenom order, and it's going to start with right fielder John Vitucci. Vitucci put down a successful sacrifice bunt last at bat in the second inning. Helped the Phenoms score a run, and that is the difference in the game right now, is the bunt and the sacrifice fly to get the lead to 3-2. That breaking ball misses downstairs, but small ball showing that it can still play a crucial part. We've seen both sides of the baseball world. There's another square around by Vitucci, possibly trying to get on with a bunt base hit. We've seen the more launch angle analytics side on the home run from Idris Carter, and we've seen the small ball side from the Phenoms, a bunt and a sac fly after some base runners were put on by Trink, and they're able to push a run across. So all sorts of baseball here. We've seen plenty of running, which is always very nice to see. Something that's a very welcome sight is stolen bases. As Vitucci gets the 5-pitch walk. Definitely a reward from the baseball gods above for the sacrifice bunt that he put down. You put down the sacrifice and help your team out. And I believe you'll always be rewarded later in the game, and Vitucci was there with the free pass. So that'll flip it back over to the top of the order, and Devin Kodali. He swings first pitch and fouls it away. Kodali has walked twice. His first 2 plate appearances against Trink. Trink picks off Vitucci, but he's able to slide in there safely. He's going to have second base stolen. A nice move there from James Trink, but it did backfire. A low throw to John Alonso, who then couldn't deliver a clean throw over to second base. That high had Chris Ewing leaping to keep it in the infield. So it's runner in scoring position, nobody out, after some aggressive play from the Phenoms. Next pitch to Kodali, fouled right back here. Count 0-2. Trink trying to hold the Phenoms at bay. He did so last inning. After a leadoff single, he was able to get a strikeout and then a double play ball and escape the inning. Now he's going to have to try to work out of this here. It's the 0-2 to Kodali is down in the dirt. Count 1-2. Left-hander gives a check. Catches the runner trying to take a secondary. As that breaking ball is swung on and fouled away by Kodali. It's a tougher look for a left-hander to try to check second base. He has to kind of look behind him, little bit of an awkward positioning, so runners at second base can always get a little bit bigger of a lead, a little easier to try to steal third. But Trink, with a nice mix-up of the looks, able to hold the runner at second base as this pop-up is out in center field. Jordan Rios coming on, able to direct traffic and haul that one in, battling the wind and the overcast sky as we've started to hit the twilight hours here. It's a little bit in between some broken up clouds with a little bit of blue sky, but kind of tough to see as the lights are also on here. But a big first out for Trink there, able to get Kodali to fly out to Rios. So there's one away, and that'll bring up Phil Bernstein back to the plate. Bernstein had an RBI sac fly his last time up, part of that small ball maneuver by the Phenoms. And this man right here is responsible for the lead in this game. First pitch to Bernstein is a called strike. Next pitch by Trink is a breaking ball down in the dirt. Count 1-1. We'll get a balk called here. Trink might have started and stopped his motion. Umpire saying he started and stopped, so that's going to award Vitucci third base freely. See if that proves costly. Trink comes back with a breaking ball called strike. Now Bernstein's set up to have possibly another sac fly, a hit not necessary to score a run here. The 1-2 is a curveball downstairs, nice take by Bernstein. Trink now really in a little bit of a jam. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Big strikeout there for the Whitecap left-hander. There's two away now with Christopher Klein coming up to the plate. Klein 1 for 1, also has a walk, scored a run. He's going to need a single here at least to bring home Vitucci from third base. He's dealt the first pitch breaking ball downstairs. Next pitch, breaking ball, one hop out to second. Pellegrino on the backhand, sets his feet, throws on to first base, and gets Klein. So Trink able to work around the balk and the walk, not allowing another run. He's had two back-to-back scoreless innings and is able to keep this a 3-2 game for the Whitecaps, who will look to respond and possibly tie or take the lead in the bottom of the fourth right here on the LI Sports Network. We see the first move to the bullpen of the game. The Phenoms are going to turn to Jason Bogdanos, sophomore at Bowdoin College, where he pitched 9 games, 53 2/3 innings, 51 strikeouts, went 6-3 with a 4.86 ERA. He's going into his sophomore season, so a very impressive year for the right-hander out of New York City, Manhattan, if you will. He's going to face 9-1-2 and is going to try to preserve a 3-2 lead for the Phenoms. He's going to face Chris Ewing first, and he deals ball 1. Next pitch is downstairs, 2-0. Next pitch to Ewing is upstairs, check down at first base. No, says the first base umpire. Mateo Regusso was impressive. I'll give you his stat line in just 1 second after we conclude this at bat with Ewing. Called strike to Ewing, so he has to stay right there. Next pitch is a ball down low, so Ewing will take first base. So Regusso went 3 innings, struck out 8, and allowed just 2 runs. The one mistake he made was a fastball to Idris Carter that he just left in too good of a spot, and Carter was able to pop it over the left field fence, sending it into the next field over to get the Whitecaps back in this game. But aside from that, Regusso was utterly brilliant and kept the Phenoms ahead in this game. As that pickoff attempt goes wide, but Ewing does not realize, and there's not a lot of foul territory here, so not much room for him to try to advance as we go back to the top of the order in Jordan Rios. But a great performance out of Mateo Regusso, exactly what the Phenoms need to try to take down this Whitecaps team who's been white hot as of late here in the ACBL, the complete opposite of the weather we're dealing with. As we move into the night hours, I can imagine it's not going to get much warmer. As the sun dips down. But now it's up to the bullpen. Bogdanos is going to be the first. We'll see who else they bring upon. There's another called strike on the breaking ball to Rios, who would try to bunt to get on. Umpire making sure everybody's set. Now that everybody is, the next pitch is a breaking ball swung on and lifted out to left center. Outfield is going back at the track, at the wall. It's gone! Jordan Rios, home run, and the Whitecaps take the lead 4-3. Jordan Rios has come up clutch with his last 2 home runs, one a walk-off grand slam, and this one a go-ahead 2-run home run. The Whitecaps, back-to-back innings, back-to-back 2-run home runs. They're able to take advantage of those leadoff base runners. And just like that, it's turned from a 1-run deficit into a 1-run lead. Nolan Naraki takes ball 1 after that long home run by Jordan Rios. Naraki swinging, lining one into center field. There's a base hit. Naraki being hot in his own right to start this season. He's now 4 for 7. He's 1 for 1 today with 2 walks. But a great swing by Jordan Rios. Might have gotten a little wind assistance, but he definitely got all of it. And hit it to one of the deeper parts of the park out in left center field. It hit the concourse and took kind of a weird bounce, not really able to determine whether it went over through the chain link. You got that clear view. But when it came down, it was a home run, and it's a lead for the Whitecaps as Nolan Naraki takes off and steals his 3rd base of the game in just 4 innings. Naraki showing that relentless aggression on the base paths, causing problems for the pitchers of the Phenoms, and we're now back to Idris Carter. As he swings and grounds one foul to even the count at 1. Carter hit the other home run Last inning, back in the third, Naraki walked and then Carter launched one over the left field fence. When the Whitecaps hit them, they certainly don't scrape the wall. They're getting their money's worth. Here's the 1-1 to Carter. Naraki takes off again, throw beats him down there, and he is tagged out. The aggression does not pay off that time for Nolan Naraki as he's finally caught stealing on his fourth attempt for out number 1 by DeLuca. Next pitch to Carter misses down and away on the off-speed pitch. It's an aggressive play from Naraki, and one I'm sure Coach Pete Blumenauer does not mind, but it's not a great thing to make that first out at third base, especially when you have great hitters like Idris Carter at the plate, as that's lined right into the glove of the third baseman, Bernstein. That'll be out number 2. Carter hit it hard, but he just hit it right at the third baseman in the wrong spot. Sometimes the saying goes in baseball, you got to hit them where they ain't. And that time, Carter was not able to do that. Back to Joe Pellegrino. He swings and misses. Pellegrino has been sit down on strikes both times so far tonight. Next pitch, fouled right back here off the catcher, DeLuca. This pitch by Pellegrino, driven deep out to left field. It's gone again. Joe Pellegrino, his second home run of the season, second home run of the inning, third of the game. The Whitecaps are playing home run derby lately, and they're riding the power surge into the lead. It's now 5-3. Ryan Brewer swings and misses. It has been a power surge. Whitecaps relying on flexing their muscles, playing the long ball game, and taking advantage of finally getting Ragusa out of the game. A much welcome sight for the offense. There's a swing and a miss from Brewer, so that'll end the inning. Bogdanos gets Brewer on strikes, but not before the Whitecaps able to hit 2 home runs and score 3 times. They get 3 hits in the inning, don't strand any, and at the end of 4 innings of play here at Eisenhower Park, it is 5-3 Atlantic Whitecaps on the LI Sports Network. So after last inning, the Phenoms went to the bullpen. The Whitecaps counter with the bullpen move of their own. They turn to Gerald Kirchstetter to try and now preserve this 5-3 lead after a couple home runs off of the big bats in the lineup. That pitch misses downstairs to Joseph Kokoza, leading it off here for the Phenoms in the top of the fifth. Next pitch by Kirchstetter finds the zone. Next pitch from Kirchstetter fouled right back at us. The count is 1-2. Another foul tip right back here into the fencing. Our camera holding super strong with that amazing duct tape that we've applied to it in order to hold it up. A very nice setup job here by the crew at LISN. Taking very much a lot of pride in bringing you this ACBL action. Next pitch from Kirchstetter just misses inside. This is the second game that we've seen Kirchstetter in. He started the first game, opening day for the Whitecaps against the Sandhogs. He went 2 innings, struck out 4. He's trying to deal here as this is fouled right back on top of us. It's going to hit the cage and land in the on-deck circle to our right. Next pitch from Kirchstetter, upstairs, check, swing. Not a swing. So Kokoza will work a walk. No contact night for the shortstop. 2 strikeouts and a walk. First time on base. The Phenoms are now trying to respond here with their leadoff hitter on. And Pepe Villamil is now back up to the plate. A single and a double. He also has 2 RBIs to his credit. He steps in the first pitch clips him on the elbow, so he'll take first base, and in a span of 2 pitches, the Phenoms have first and second and nobody out. That brings back up to the plate Warner Young. Young been set down on strikes both times so far tonight. First pitch from Kirchstetter, breaking ball up high. Got to try to limit the damage here if you're Kirchstetter. You're pitching with a lead as he deals a strike there. So you just want to induce some contact. Ground ball is your friend here, trying to get a double play. You'll take 2 outs for the runner on third, absolutely. You just can't let it get too out of hand with no outs here. Next pitch upstairs, ruled a swing by the home plate umpire. So the count 1-2 to Young. Next pitch is a called strike 3. Karstetter bounces back with the called strikeout. Now he's a ground ball away from getting out of this inning and working out of the jam. Michael DeLuca up now. He's reached on an error and singled tonight. He's also scored a run. First pitch upstairs. 1-0. Excuse me. DeLuca ahead 2-0, has drawn 6 walks this summer, tied with Kokoza and Heel for the team lead on the Phenoms. That pitch misses outside. That eye of DeLuca being displayed right here, taking those tough pitches, just missing around the zone. The 3-0 does not catch a piece, so the base is loaded. Michael DeLuca doing a nice job getting on base all 3 times so far tonight. Something very welcoming out of the Phenom backstop. Catchers typically seen for their defensive abilities on the field, but never hurts to get a little offense out of them. Now Luciano steps back up to the plate, and he lines a single into right field. 1 run's going to score. They're going to hold the second runner at third base as Carter throws in wildly, kind of just to the middle of the field looking for Alonso. It's an RBI single for Ulysses Luciano, and the lead is now cut 5-4. John Vitucci now steps back up into the plate, bottom of the order for the Phenoms. Karstetter deals a first pitch breaking ball, no bite. Back and forth action here at Eisenhower Park. No one really out of it. The team's able to respond to whatever is coming their way. As that fastball misses inside. This pitcher's really not used to the cold weather in June. Hard to grip the baseball and hard to locate it. Struggling a little bit with command tonight. So that pitch catches a piece of the zone. Next pitch from Karstetter. This is upstairs, and the count is 3-1. Karstetter really needing to dig deep here. Try not to walk in the run to tie this game. Here's the 3-1 to Vitucci. That catches the zone, and the count now full. The payoff from Karstetter. Misses outside. He went to the changeup, it appears. That tailed out of the zone. So it's going to be a walk and an RBI for John Vitucci in the 9-hole. And we're tied up once again at 5 now. After that walk, Pete Bloom now wanting to have a word with his right-hander. Wanting to try to settle him down. 1 out, base is loaded. Tied here at 5. Folks, I'd like to take this moment now as we have a pause. If you're not following us on our social medias, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, I hope that you please do follow us at LI Sports Network for all social media exclusive content that you can only get on our social platforms. But I do thank you so much for joining us here on YouTube on the LI Sports Network for this game between the Atlantic Whitecaps and the New York Phenoms. But all highlights and exclusive footage can be seen on our social media accounts. We're back. Kirkstetter deals first pitch strike to Devin Kodali, back to the top of the order. His fourth plate appearance of the night. Kodali 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a run scored. He flew out to center his last time up. Fly ball out's not something that's a total guarantee here tonight with these gusts of wind blowing through the park. Next pitch from Kirkstetter. Nice pitch on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Whatever Pete Blumenauer told Kirkstetter obviously set in with him. As Kirkstetter has bounced back nicely to Kodali, firing in 2 quick strikes. The next pitch just misses outside. Chris Leone trying to frame that one. The count now 1-2. Breaking ball taken downstairs. Good discipline take there from the Phenom leadoff hitter. The 2-2 fouled down the third baseline. Another break even. Changeup misses inside. Count full. Big payoff pitch here with 1 out, bases loaded. Here comes from Kirkstetter. Pitch misses down and away again. Another walk and an RBI for Devin Kodali. The Phenoms now lead once again 6-5. Philip Bernstein steps back in. He has an RBI tonight. He's 0 for 2. First pitch swinging and missing. Bernstein, 8th batter sent to the plate by the Phenoms in this inning. A big rally inning for them after they started down 5-3, a couple walks and a hit, and they're up 6-5 now as that pitch misses. Kirkstetter comes set. The next pitch misses inside. Bernstein ahead 2-1. Nubbed over towards third base. Going to be a tough play for Donnelly. He throws the first, only play. Gets him at first, but a run does score. Nice play there from Jared Donnelly over at third base to nab Bernstein with quick hands. Gets the second out, but it's an RBI for Bernstein. And the lead is now pushed to 7-5. Second and third, 2 outs. That'll bring up Christopher Klein. Klein 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Takes a first pitch strike. Next pitch is a curveball that misses downstairs. 1-1 to the 3-hitter. It's been a tale of two tapes. Whitecaps have scored all their runs via the home run. The Phenoms have really had to work for their runs. Walks, hits, hit by pitches, all varieties of offense. But here we still stand, 7-5 Phenoms, top of the 5th. 2 outs. Kirchstetter deals. There's a called strike, and the count even at 2. Big pitch upcoming here, 2-2. Kirchstetter sets at the belt, kicks and fires. There's a line base hit into right field. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the second run. Here's the throw from Carter. It's going to be high. It's a 2 RBI single for Christopher Klein. He scoots on down to second base after the errant throw. But a big hit there for the left fielder, his second of the game. It's now 9-5 Phenoms. Tough play out there for Aegis Carter. Ball not hit all that hard. Had to come in. As this pitch is right on top of us. Right here in the booth. Oh my goodness. Nearly caught our setup. Luckily no one harmed on the play. We've seen a couple close calls tonight. That one came right down on top of us. Everyone is okay though. There's strike 1 as the Phenoms have batted around Joseph Kokoza, his second at bat, or plate appearance rather, in the inning. Six runs scored so far for the Phenoms as that pitch is cued at the plate. Christopher Klein trying to take off for third base. He's going to have to retreat back to second. That pitch was fouled off. Next pitch from Kirchstetter. Oh, up and in. Look out. That hits Kokoza. He's going to take first base. And Pete Bloom now are going to ask for time again. Bloom and I are going to take the ball from Kirchstetter. He's going to go to the bullpen one more time. He's going to call upon left-hander Bobby Molinaro to come on and try to finish this inning. Kirchstetter still responsible for the first and second runners, but we'll let Molinaro take his warm-ups, and when he's ready, we'll be ready to bring you the rest of the top of the 5th right here on the LI Sports Network. Whitecaps going to turn to Bobby Molinaro to try and get out of this inning. First and second, 2 away here in the top of the 5th. Phenoms have scored 6 times in this inning. They take a 9-5 lead. Still some time left for the Whitecaps to try and rebound and get back in this game. As we've seen, they're more than capable of getting back in a hurry, knocking home runs over the fence left and right, or in this case, just to left today. This first pitch is fouled away. Luckily not on top of us, so no worry for us here in the booth. It's going to be Villamil back into the box. He's 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch, single and a double. Next pitch gets through Chris Leone. It's going to scoot to the backstop and allow the runners to move up second and third. Molinaro trying to work out of this jam here. That pitch misses. It's been a strange game to say the least. Once upon a time, you saw Mateo Ragusa come out and pitch brilliantly, not allowing the Whitecaps to have anything. Then they came roaring back against the bullpen, and their bullpen themselves have not really helped out James Trink, who was good, kept this game at 3 runs, and allowed the Whitecaps to get back into it as Molinaro issues a walk to Villamil. Now it's just a matter of spinning tires, just trying to find a grip and get out of the inning. But with the bases loaded, it's Warner Young stepping back into the box, his second at bat of the inning. Takes a called strike, 1 from Molinaro. And it's a late early situation, as the great Yogi Berra would say. Here's the next pitch from Molinaro. Misses downstairs on the breaking ball. But in just 7 innings of a game, there's not a lot of time to try to make up ground late. You're up against a wall and against time, if you will, which isn't really something that's prominent in the game of baseball. But with only 7 innings to play, and it already being the 5th inning, the Whitecaps are going to have just really 3 more chances to try and get back and tie or win this game. And they've dug themselves a hole that they're really not totally out of yet. It could get worse, but Bobby Molinaro is going to hope to keep this at where it is and allow his offense to try to go to work, as they've already responded to a decent deficit so far, and they've responded well, putting up 5 runs, taking a lead, just has not been able to be held, as that breaking ball just misses downstairs. The count 2-1 to Warner Young. He struck out 3 times tonight. Tough time at the plate for the young second baseman. Here comes the next pitch. There is a called strike, and the count even at 2. Big pitch here. A strike or ball in play obviously could get Molinaro out of the inning. A ball would set the runners in motion, which is something he really doesn't want to do. So let's see how he attacks Young here. As that pitch is bounced up there. There's the ball. And this is going to start the merry-go-round of Phenoms. Young's able to put something in play. It's going to be trouble for the Whitecaps. As here comes the payoff pitch just outside. Young able to lay off of it. It's another walk and another run. And the lead for the Phenoms now pushes to 10-5. First pitch to Michael DeLuca is popped. John Alonso ranging over, able to drift back away from the fence and make the catch in foul territory to finally end the top of the fifth. But after that long, lengthy top of the fifth inning, the Phenoms able to push across 7 runs. They now lead the Whitecaps 10-5. And the Whitecaps going to have 3 cracks at trying to come back and tie or take the lead and win this game right here on Sports Network. So after that eventful, if you'd like to say, top of the fifth inning, Jared Donnelly going to lead it off for the Atlantic Whitecaps. Donnelly struck out and walked so far tonight. Going to look to start the road back here in the bottom of the fifth. As I did mention before, getting late early. It is getting late, but there is still, in a very weird way, plenty of time for the Whitecaps. 3 cracks at it, and with the offensive firepower that they do possess, really no lead seems insurmountable for this team. As that pitch is taken, it's quickly 0-2. Bogdanos trying to fill up the zone here and try to bounce back from a rough inning, giving up 2 home runs in the bottom of the fourth. But you can never really see them as being out of a game as Donnelly grounds this one foul. Always just one swing away, and it's going to take a couple cracks of the bat to try and really claw and scratch back into this game. And they're going to have a little bit of fortune, as the Phenoms did, from the pitching. Hopefully draw some walks, take some tough at-bats, and just hope that the Phenoms are dealing with the same conditions that the Whitecaps are as Donnelly pops this one up. Gonna be a tough play. It's Young calling for it and making the catch, making it look easy. The wind has kind of slightly died down a little bit here as we've crept into the later hours of the evening. So we'll see if it kind of does play a role. You still feel a little bit, of a breeze. But that pop-up definitely made look easy by Warner Young out there at second base. As we saw some fly balls early in this game, players have a little bit of trouble trying to track it and drifting. Alonso had a little bit of trouble moving back from the pop-up on foul territory, but was still able to hang with it and make the catch to end the inning. And now Chris Leone back in the box. He's down 0-2 quickly as that pitch misses inside. And the count 1-2. Tough disciplined take on the off-speed pitch there. And the count 1-2. Next pitch to Leone is a called strike 3. Bogdanos looking to rebound. He's gotten the first 2 quickly here. That's his second strikeout in his second inning of work. He's now going to be tasked with trying to retire John Alonso. First pitch is cut on and missed. Alonso got just a little bit tied up on that one. He's grounded out to short and struck out so far tonight. Alonso not appreciative of how fast Bogdanos is working. Two players chirping back and forth. Home plate umpire trying to regain control of this. He granted Alonso the timeout. Trying to settle down the tempers before they flare out of control. Now Coach Pete Blumenauer wanting to have a word with the home plate umpire. A little bit of an altercation here. Trying to get sorted out. Umpires trying to regain control of the game. Pete Blumenauer trying to defend his players, as any good head coach would and manager. There's another gust of wind as it reminds us that it is still present here at Eisenhower Park. That pitch misses inside to Alonso. It's been resettled down. This by Alonso is flown out to left field. Gonna be a tough play on the run, and missing it completely is Klein. Oh my. I don't know if he just never saw it, lost it in the lights, it drifted on him with the wind, but Christopher Klein just completely overran that baseball. It's gonna land in, and it's gonna be a clean double for John Alonso. Looked like a routine fly ball. Maybe would have been a tough running catch to try and get there, but just a complete misplay of the ball out in left field by the Phenom left fielder. Now that steps in Chris Ewing. He fouls the first pitch off the top of the cage, and it shoots out over towards first base. Next pitch to Ewing is swung on and missed, and count 0-2. See if the Whitecaps are able to take advantage of that miscue. This pitch by Ewing gets past DeLuca, allowing Alonso to scoot on down to third base. He's now 90 feet away. Ewing in a 1-2 count. Next pitch to Ewing is cut on and missed. Bogdanos able to retire Ewing on strikes and gives a little bit of a stare down to Alonso. Ice cold from Bogdanos as he's able to work around that miscue in left field and strike out the last two batters that he retires. And he keeps us at a 10-5 game for the Phenoms. A big inning to get through there for Bogdanos, keeping this a 5-run lead, allowing the Phenoms to try and tack on to this lead. So after 5 full, it's 10-5 Phenoms here at Eisenhower Park, live on the LI Sports Network. Step back in for the Phenoms. He's 1 for 2 so far tonight. Had an RBI back in that lengthy top of the 5th inning. This is first at bat against Bobby Molinaro so far tonight. Takes the first pitch downstairs, ball 1. Next pitch is a called strike. Phenoms had just 2 hits in that top of the 5th inning. They put up 7 runs, and it was a lot of walks on behalf of the Whitecap pitching staff that allowed for that inning to really kind of get out of hand. But now in a fresh start, in a little bit of a hole, they're going to try to reset and really get back into their groove. They've done such a nice job this year. It's really been 2 games that have gotten away from them. This one and the game against the Collegians, they just couldn't find the strike zone in an inning or 2, and that really is all it takes is just one crooked number to dig you into a hole that might just be too tough to get out of. And with the way Bogdano settled down last inning, the Whitecaps are going to have to really try to muster up a nice rally in these last 2 innings to try to come back and pull this game out, as this pitch is swung on and driven down the left field line, but it is going to swing foul. Ulysses Luciano gave it a ride, but when it lands, it's just nothing more than a long strike, and with baseball, they all count the same. Just like in golf, there's no pictures on a scorecard. A strike is a strike, and that is a called strike 3 for out number 1. Nice bounce back there from Bobby Molinaro to battle back from a 3-1 count. And what was almost a long bomb by Luciano that luckily curved foul for Molinaro. He's able to then set him down, and now he'll have to deal with John Vitucci. Vitucci has not recorded an at-bat tonight. He has 3 plate appearances. First, a sac bunt. Then he's walked twice. He's also stolen a base and has an RBI to his credit. He's also scored a run, as there's a called first pitch strike, but not registered an official at bat. Next pitch is downstairs. Baseball's such an amazing game. The numbers and the stats and the ways that it works. You can do so much, but it really be nothing on the stat sheet in the way that stats are tracked and kept. So here comes the next pitch to Vitucci. Breaking ball that bounces, and the count even at 2. Next pitch from Molinaro. Up and in. Vitucci able to maneuver out of the way. The count works full. Next pitch called. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Molinaro. Back-to-back looking strikeouts for the Whitecap left-hander. There are 2 away. First pitch, the leadoff hitter, Devin Kodali, stepping in for his 5th plate appearance, is a ball. Count quickly 2-0. That pitch also misses. Kodali has walked 3 times tonight, looking to be on the verge of his 4th. He swings 3-0, laces a 1-hop ground ball that really never allows him to get out of the box. Pellegrino had a little bit of trouble with it, but is able to recover and throw on to first base to retire Kodali. And Molinaro able to work a clean 1-2-3 inning, exactly what the Whitecaps needed. They'll now look to bounce back here in the bottom of the 6th and try to put up some runs and climb back into this game. We'll see if they can do it when we bring you the bottom of the 6th right here on the LI Sports Network. start right where the Whitecaps want to be in the bottom of the sixth with the top of their order. Is that first pitch breaking ball to Jordan Rios. Misses outside. Rios hit his second home run of the ACBL season back in his last plate appearance in the fourth inning, as there's a called strike. A two-run home run out to left center. It landed on the concourse, and at the time gave the Whitecaps a 4-3 lead in what looked like a resurgence for this team as they tried to come back from a very strong start from Mateo Ragusa. As this ball is flown out to center field, sending Kodali back. He's in front of the wall, makes the catch. A couple steps in front of the fencing out there in center field. Rios gave it a ride, but didn't get enough of it. There's one away. But the lead just would not hold. As the pitching stumbled a little bit for the Whitecaps. They now try to climb out of another hole as Nolan Naraki steps back in. Takes a breaking ball called strike on the inside corner. Bogdanov's working very fast as this ball's grounded into the hole. It's short. Long throw by Kokoza, but Naraki just too fast. Another single for Nolan Naraki. A very impressive start for the young man. He's 5 for 8 so far since joining the Whitecaps a couple days ago. And speed is very prominent in Nolan Naraki. You see why the Michigan Wolverines tout him so highly, wanting him to join their squad. A routine ground ball out to short, maybe hit a little softly, but Naraki just too much speed down that first base line. A common saying in baseball is speed never slumps. Finding really any way to get on, you put the ball in play, you just let your legs do the work. And Naraki doing it to the fullest extent right there. Trying to get something started for the Whitecaps as Idris Carter steps back in. He has a home run today. 1 for 3, 2 RBIs. This pitch by Carter's popped up right back on top of us one more time. This ball is going to stay in play, though. DeLuca with a chance. Couldn't get it as that ball just curved completely away from him. Wind playing lots of tricks here as it starts to pick back up as the sun has dipped down. We are faced with a black night sky. Lots of spin on that ball, moving in multiple directions as Naraki gets checked on and dives back in safely. An 0-1 count to Idris Carter. Another check on Naraki. Goes back in standing this time. Here's the next pitch to Carter. There goes Naraki. Broken bat looped into center field. Oncoming is the center fielder Kodali, but he's not going to be able to get there. So it's a broken bat single for Idris Carter, I believe. And as we like to say, that bat died a hero. Lose the bat, gain a hit, trade you'll take every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Which brings me to my next point, folks. We thank you so much for joining us on the LA Sports Network tonight, and we hope you join us for the second game a couple minutes after the conclusion of this game. But we hope you also join us for tomorrow as we will have another doubleheader action. Atlantic Whitecaps taking on the New York Crush tomorrow. Start time scheduled for 6:30. We hope to be able to bring that to you on time at Bay Park out in East Rockaway. More exciting doubleheader ACBL action. And we hope you're able to join us on what will hopefully be a beautiful Sunday night. This pitch by Joe Pellegrino is fouled very clear of our booth back here behind home plate, landing on the concourse. We are safe that time. Big at bat here for the cleanup hitter for the Whitecaps, Pellegrino. He hit a home run his last time up, extending that lead that the Whitecaps once had. He made it 5-3. Got it to where they are currently sitting with their 5 runs, and a swing of the bat here from Pellegrino, if he can get another one over the fence, would really provide a lot of momentum, especially with 1 out here for the Whitecaps. Would get them within just a couple runs. It could really prove to play a pivotal role, as that's a nice job right there by Michael DeLuca to keep that in front of him, really denting that ball, and keep the runners where they are. Make it so that Pellegrino needs to knock it over the fence to get these 2 runs in. Instead of just a single, and that speed of Idris Carter, he can burn on the bases. He might be just as fast, if not faster, than Nolan Naraki out at second base. Definitely a major asset to have as Pellegrino goes down on strikes on that breaking ball from Bogdanos. There are 2 away now for Ryan Brewer. Brewer with a no-contact night so far, struck out twice in a walk. Another player capable of knocking the ball over the fence. He got a hold of one last game out in Lasorda Legacy and sent it into the parking lot beyond left field. That pitch is a called strike. A really big at-bat in this game. Difference between 3 outs to get and keeping the rally alive, as that pitch is fouled right back here. No rest for the weary. Taking lots of heavy fire back here behind home plate. That pitch is down in the dirt. Naraki thought about trying for third base, but thought better of it. Didn't want to run into that 3rd out. DeLuca hopped on that quickly. He wanted to give Brewer a chance to try and score him. Didn't want to press the envelope. One-two to Brewer. Breaking ball, ruled a swing. Bogdanos able to work around the first and second jam after a couple singles by the Whitecaps. So it's 2 hits and 2 left as we end the 6th inning. Whitecaps not able to get anything across there, and it is still 10-5 Phenoms here on the LI Sports Network. About ready to start the top of the 7th. It's going to be Bobby Molinaro, tasked with trying to, as his ball's popped right back here on top of the cage. Everyone's good. Bobby Molinaro tasked with trying to hold the Phenoms, end this game with where it is to give the Whitecaps a chance to try and come back from this 5-run deficit in the bottom of the 7th, the last licks in Game 1 of this doubleheader, as they try to keep this winning streak alive and extend it to 5. It's going to be a tough task, as the Phenom bullpen has settled down since that rough first inning by Bogdanos. There's a called strike. Next pitch from Molinaro. Breaking ball lined into left field. Oncoming is Brewer. It's going to land in front of him. It's going to be a single for Phil Bernstein, his first hit of the night. He's 1 for 4 with that single. Has a couple RBIs. But a nice piece of two-strike hitting there by the third baseman of the Phenoms. Not trying to do too much with the breaking ball, just lace it into left field and find that green grass. Such a tough play out there for the outfielders, wanting to come on and charge it, but knowing that it's sinking in front of them, and it's especially a tough read when it's hit right at you. And you really don't have much time to react. It's a go for it or lay back, and Brewer made the smart play in laying back, making sure that Bernstein wouldn't get much more than a single, and still allowing Molinaro the chance to try and get a possible ground ball double play or work out of it any other which way he chooses. So this pitch by Molinaro is a breaking ball in the dirt that bounces away, allowing the runner Bernstein to move on down to second base. So now 2-0 count to Christopher Klein and a runner in scoring position. Klein shows bunt, takes a fastball up and in, spinning out of the batter's box. As that pitch was a little high and tight. A 3-0 from Molinaro, misses inside. So it's going to be first and second for the Phenoms. Joseph Kokoza now steps back in. He's 0 for 2 tonight, a walk and a hit by pitch. He takes strike one. Next pitch to Kokoza is another called strike. The wind has started once again to pick back up here. Big intermittent gusts as that pitch misses outside. Next pitch from Molinaro, another fastball outside. Count even at 2. Comes the break even. Upstairs, full count now. See if the Phenoms try to push the envelope, send the runners full count. No outs, not required to go, nor do they have that free pass of a head start. They do not go, as this pitch is swung on and missed. Molinaro gets a crucial strikeout right there to get out number 1 in this first and second jam, and now he's just a ground ball away from getting out of it completely, but it'll bring Pepe Villamil up back to the plate. He's 2 for 2 tonight, walk and a hit by pitch. He has 2 RBIs and a run scored. First pitch from Molinaro to Villamil is a ball upstairs. Left-hander comes set. Deals a fastball strike on the outside corner. Perfectly placed pitch. See what he's got, if he can get a ground ball here. Next pitch, curveball popped out towards second base. Pellegrino making the call, able to settle under it and make that catch. Infield fly signaled. Villamil would have been out either way, caught or dropped, allowing the runners to safely hold their bags without the worry of a double play if the ball was dropped. That's a big out for Molinaro. He's now 1 out away from totally working out of this jam. Warner Young now steps back up to the plate. He struck out 3 times tonight and has a walk. There goes the runner for third. Throw by Leone down. Just Donnelly tripped himself up over the bag. Nice laser throw there from Chris Leone. It's a stolen base for Philip Bernstein. Very daring attempt there by the Phenom third baseman. Leone, known for his cannon of an arm. Thrown out a bunch of base runners so far this season. Donnelly just a little late getting to the bag, but it appeared that they would have had him pretty much dead to rights if Donnelly had been there on time. Falling behind Young here. There's a called strike on the corner. And the count 2-2. Young not happy with that strike call, hoping that it was just off. Runner breaks from first. There's a throw down to second base. Chris Leone, absolute laser. Base runners beware. There's a sheriff in town by the name of Chris Leone, and he's nabbing any would-be base stealers, making it look easy. So with that caught stealing, on one hit, there's one left. And with one last crack at it, Whitecaps down 10-5 here on the LI Sports Network, trying to make a comeback. Start the bottom of the seventh with Jared Donnelly leading off, looking to get on base as that pitch just misses him inside. Whitecaps down 5, trying to come back against Bogdanos. Donnelly swings through that pitch, count 1-1. Next pitch downstairs, 2-1. Next pitch to Donnelly, misses inside. Big walk there for the Whitecaps. A very nice start to have the leadoff runner on. That'll bring up Chris Leone now to the plate. No better way to try and start a rally than with a walk. A free pass as that pitch is up and in tight to Chris Leone. Ball 1. Bogdanos drops a breaking ball in for strike 1. Bogdanos goes against a lot of the trends now with pitchers wanting to take a long time to deliver the baseball, which has made MLB consider instilling a pitch clock. They've experimented with it at the college level and the minor league levels, and they're saying it's coming to the major league level. We'll see if it does end up coming to fruition. But Bogdanos, one of the rare ones that does work at a very brisk pace. As this ball is grounded to third by Leone. They go to second for one, on to first. Throw gets away, Leone able to reach, so just a fielder's choice. Goes 5-4. There's one on and one out now for the Whitecaps. With that, that'll now bring Bobby Stang to the plate, pinch hitting for John Alonso. Stang hitting .235 this season as he swings first pitch and lifts it out to center field. It's going to dunk in for a base hit. Bobby Stang keeping the line moving in his first plate appearance, wasting little to no time. Doing a nice job of having a game plan up there against Bogdanos. That'll bring up another pinch hitter in Devontae Bailey. He's hitting for Chris Ewing. A lot of speed in this young player, a nice left-handed bat, a very good outfielder. First pitch to him misses up and away. Whitecaps done a nice job of putting runners on here in the bottom of the seventh inning, trying to climb out of this 5-run hole. We'll see if they are, in fact, able to scratch anything across and possibly make it interesting towards the end. We get a check swing. Out at first base. Yes, says the field umpire. So the count now 1-1 after that ruled swing on Bailey. Wind picking up here. Bailey swings and misses through that pitch on the outside. And the count is 1-2. Next pitch to Bailey misses away, 2-2. Looking to see if he'd chase after swinging at a pitch that may have been borderline on the outside corner. Leone taking off. There's a throw clear into left field. Leone and Stang able to clean steal second and third. Throw went straight into left field out of the hand of Michael DeLuca, but Leone not aware of where it was. Did not advance. So it's second and third in what could have been a run-scoring opportunity for the Whitecaps. Bailey takes that pitch. The appeal down. No, says the field umpire, so it's a walk and loaded bases for none other than the Grand Slam man himself, Jordan Rios. First pitch to Rios is swung on and fouled away over the Whitecap dugout. Rios 2 for 4 tonight, home run and a double. He's got 2 RBIs. Really do some damage right here if he can put a nice ball in play, as that pitch misses inside. Rios been a great option at the top of the lineup, came into this game hitting .375, and that average has only gone up with his 2 for 4 performance tonight. So next pitch to Rios. Nice changeup there, swung over the top. The count 1-2. Here's the 1-2 to Rios. Another breaking ball off the corner of the plate, swung on and missed. Big strikeout there for Bogdanos to put the second out up on the board. But now he has to deal with Nolan Naraki. Naraki 2 for 2 with 2 walks tonight. Speedy, solid hitter in the 2-hole. Speed up and down the lineup for the Whitecaps. He takes ball 1 down in the dirt. Naraki 3 for 4 on stolen bases tonight. Got nabbed trying to steal third. Back in the 4th inning. Count 2-0 here, and if he can, a walk might be just as good as a hit to try and pass it along to Idris Carter. He takes that one down low, 3-0. You get the run in, and you set up Carter in a spot to tie this game with 1 swing, and Carter has shown over the last couple games that he has more than enough power to do just that, tie this game up in 1 quick swing. Next pitch, strike on the corner. See what Naraki's plan is here. Isn't going to have to be one, as he does get that walk. The run does score. It's now 10-6. And as I foreshadowed, here comes Idris Carter with the chance to tie up this game. Big at bat here. 10-6 Phenom lead. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. First pitch to Carter is laced. Foul. Outside of third, off the fence. Big swing there. Idris Carter definitely not going to get cheated. He's also 2 for 4 tonight. Single and a home run. Here comes the next pitch. Breaking ball that catches the top of the zone. And the count now 0-2. Whitecaps down to their last strike. Bogdanos gets his pitch. Winds, fires, fastball. Just misses outside. Bogdanos really wanting that pitch. Thought he'd placed it perfectly. But Carter laying off of it very toughly. Comes the 1-2. That pitch is swung on and missed. DeLuca cleans it up, steps on home plate, and that is a win for the New York Phenoms in Game 1 of the doubleheader. They take this one 10-6 over the Atlantic Whitecaps. That ends the win streak for the Whitecaps, ending it at 4. They drop down to 6-2. They'll look to rebound in Game 2 of the doubleheader, which will be coming up in just a few minutes, folks. We hope you stick around and join us on the second stream, which we will be opening up when this game is about ready to get underway. So we're going to end this in just a couple minutes, and we hope you jump on over to Game 2 right here on YouTube on the LI Sports Network. But for the LISN, I am Dylan Flynn. I thank you so much for joining us for Game 1. I hope you join us for Game 2. And we hope to see you in just a few minutes.